Björk is an Icelandic singer best known for representing Iceland in the Eurovision Song Contest twice. First in 2010 with the fan favourite Je ne sais quoi, and again last year in 2024 with Scared of Heights. And Hera is joining us now from Iceland. How are you today?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm excellent, thank you. Now, it is, of course, Eurovision week. So,
Yes.
are you a Eurovision fan yourself? And if so, why? And how excited are you at the moment?
Well, of course, I am a Eurovision fan with the biggest Eurovision bug.
Oh, yeah.
You can almost call it a virus. I'm born in the great year of 1972, and my mother first made me watch Eurovision in 1974 when ABBA won.
Oh, wow.
I was a toddler, like 2 years old, and the story goes that when she started to play Eurovision on TV in Iceland, I sat down and I watched through the whole show with her. So I've been a fan since.
So, was it naturally always a dream for you to end up performing at Eurovision, or did you just want to get into music and then Eurovision maybe happened naturally because of that?
I would say I always thought it was like the obvious way for me to go. In a way,
Yeah.
it's like Eurovision has been my friend since forever. So I was just like, I need to be there. I need to go meet and greet everyone is there. And actually, I think Eurovision was agreeing because it was always drawing me to it. And I've been there like, I don't know, 6 times,
Yeah.
5, 6 times as a backing singer, as a vocal coach. I've just been around it for so many years.
And the first time you competed was 2010. So how were you selected to represent Iceland?
Actually, the first time I competed in a national final was actually in Denmark. I was living there. I was studying and working in Denmark at that point. It was in 2009. The year before, I went in 2008 with Euroband, as they are my good friends. So I went with them as a backing singer. So I got to know it a little bit there. Then there, I met some songwriters from Denmark. They then asked me to sing and perform a song of theirs in the national finals. And I took second place there. And at that point, Iceland went, ooh, we need to get our hands on her. We need to get her back to Iceland and, get her to compete for us. So that's in a way what happened. So I decided to go and write a song with my dear friend Örlygur Smári, my co-writer. And we presented Je ne sais quoi for the national broadcaster here. And they were like, yes, please, let's do this. And and then I was just voted to go through a national final here in Iceland.
So what was the process of writing that song, Je ne sais quoi? Because it's like a mixture of disco, opera, and that special Eurovision style as well.
Disco opera, I love that. Well, it's what we call a Euro banger. We wanted to bring a song that would connect people, unify people, and in a way, the chance to become like an anthem. And it worked out well, mainly because the Eurovision fans got me. They just like, yes.
Can you paint us a picture of what that initial Eurovision experience was like for you in Oslo, from the rehearsals to the final performance?
It felt very effortless from the beginning. We came there, we really quickly found the wind was in our back. We were being lifted a little bit, like everything felt very effortless. We were getting really great rates in the voting, like with the media. At that point, they weren't making any bettings online, I think, but we were ranked by the media in the media hall. And we were always like first or second. And everyone was working with us. We felt the production team was amazing. So it felt very effortless. And when I think back, it was just pure joy. And I mean, we were like, I think, second or third out of semifinal. And then the end result was number 19. But if you're not top 5, it doesn't matter where you rank after that. I mean, they only talk about the first and the last spot. So as you in UK know, you've been there more times than we have. But now I tried it last year. And I mean, I think it's a fantastic spot to be. The last spot.
Yes. We know all too well that feeling.
Yeah, I mean, you're my idols in that sense.
What goes through your mind when you're going out on stage to sing? Because it's live TV and there are hundreds of millions of people watching. Like, it's probably the
Yeah.
most watched sort of regular show in the
Yeah.
world. And is it more or less nervous at the final? Because I guess when you reach the final, you've done it before, but there
Yeah.
will be more people watching that time.
I went to the final just to enjoy it. We just to, make a great act and perform the song like we do our best. But it's in the voters and the jury's hands. And my mindset was really focused. I was just focusing on stage, on cameras. So for me, it's just like keep it close, like use the energy from the room and just do your thing and then, release.
Yeah. Now, of course, last year in 2024, you returned to Eurovision to compete. So, what was it that made you want to come back after all those years?
Well, well, it actually was a song. When the call came and the songwriter sent me the song, it was just like, I wrote this with you in mind. So would you do me the honors? And I was just like, well, let's listen to, I get a lot of songs and I listen to all of them. And I'm always waiting for this. It's just like, oh, where have you been all my life? After that, I just like, okay, this feels effortless, feels like a big yeah. It was like in my gut feeling, which I really, really much rely on all the time, if it's a hell no or a hell yes. And this was a proud hell yes.
And how did being at Eurovision this time round compare to 2010, both in terms of the atmosphere and
Yeah.
emotionally not doing as well?
No, it was two very different things, of course, but the core of it was very similar. The production, the scheduling, how you go about things. So I could lay back a little bit and relax in that sense. So I did that, and I was just like watching and trying to support the other young artists. I got to get very deep connections with some of the contestants, and we are still talking. And when we meet, we give each other very long and good hugs. And I feel, the Eurovision bubble was still there. And we were all much closer also to the fans, because when the fans came to the Euroclub, and the Euroclub was at the same hotel as we were. So we were just right there. Having fun with the fans in the reception or in the restaurants or in the club. So in a way, when I think back, I choose to think about the good things. And in a way, like cherish also the hard things, because the hard times there was having the young artists, some of them in your arms. They are devastated because maybe they didn't get through to the final. These are young, amazing artists, the same age as my children. So the mother in me was just there for support in a way.
Well, for Eurovision this year, are there any particular acts that you've got your eye on?
Yeah, of course. I'm just looking so much forward to see them live on stage.
Oh, yeah.
I've heard songs that I'm like, meh. And then they come on stage and they're like, wow. And I'm absolutely in love with them. But I have a few this year that I'm very much looking forward to see. But usually, for me, always, I'm so proud of everyone because I can emotionally put myself in their shoes, like right before they go on stage. So I'm just so proud of them for being there. They are all huge winners in my heart.
Absolutely. How are you planning on watching Eurovision this year? Are you going to be at home or are you going to be out in the pub somewhere?
I will be watching it actually alone because I have a gig that night.
Oh.
So I will be watching it from a back room.
Yeah.
But they're setting it all up for me. So I will be watching the whole show from there. But that's how it is. That's what being in the business is.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, many thanks for coming on the show today and speaking to us. And I hope you enjoy Eurovision this year.
Thank you so much. And good luck to you. I love your ladies.
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
Monday, I met them here in Iceland. They are absolutely amazing. So talented, so energetic. And this song, of course, is tattooed on my brain.
Yeah.
So I hope they do well and enjoy. And thank you for having me.